conversations that we are never ready to have. Many people have said, oh, my heart has been broken. And normally people just assume that people's hearts were broken by somebody who they were in a relationship with. But it's not it, guys. It's not the only thing. It's not the only bracket of people that breaks people's hearts. We have so many people that have had their hearts broken by family members. But are we ready to have that conversation? It seems like we are never ready, especially in the African culture. People do not go on to have like serious, deep conversations regarding how they have been hurt by family members. You know, it's just the norm that you have family members having meetings. Some of them call it madare and all that for older and other serious issues. But what happens when an elderly person wounds or breaks the heart of somebody younger who is in the family?
Life is full of trials, a journey full of experience. With God on your side, all will be alright.
Nobody is being given a voice or the boldness to go out there and just have this conversation and say, listen, dear uncle, dear aunt, I'm deeply hurt about what you've done. But instead, people choose to just let these issues grow and they just sweep the issues under the carpet, which has led to one very serious consequence, which is family disintegration. So now we do have families that have cousins who do not talk to cousins, aunts who do not talk to aunts, nieces who do not talk to fellow nieces, relatives basically who do not really relate with each other because there has been issues, things that happened, hearts were broken along the way, and nobody is prepared to have that conversation because no, this is my brother. I had an issue with my brother. I had an issue with my sister, but we cannot sit down and iron things out because culture has it that it's not the norm in the African culture. Whew, what can I say? Family members have had serious disappointments coming from other family members. But because, you know, you come from a point of wanting to protect the person's integrity, you want to also be very sensitive in regards to how you come across with your issue, you just let things go. But in time, what that has done, it has made people build walls. It has made people create a very massive distance between certain family members such that relating becomes something that is not a daily thing or an occasional thing. People just relate when there's problem, death, or a serious announcement. Let's say somebody gave birth. What am I saying? Okay, you're probably confused right now because I have been ranting a lot and I've just been talking, you know, points which are all over the place. This is the thing. Hearts are broken. A heart can be broken by anybody. People can be disappointed by any person. It can be your mother, your father, your aunt, your uncle, anybody, or even the person that you are dating. It's only that we normally vocalize how hearts have been broken by people you fell in love with. But we are having a lot of breaking and broken and disappointment within family members, which has built up a lot of resentment in families such that you don't see families gather together anymore. This is the thing. If you're an older person and you know very well that you did wrong by somebody in your family member, decency calls out for you to go and just iron out that issue, sit down, make amends. If you need to apologize, you apologize. If you have to take accountability, you take accountability. Not to go about pretending or your everyday life thinking and assuming that this person that you have done this thing to is okay. Or you just do your everyday errands and you live your life as if you know you do not have a pending issue. Pick up that phone call and call that cousin and call that aunt and say, listen, there's a story that I want you and me to talk about. I'm not happy about 1, 2, 3. People should learn to confront. Confronting in a healthy way, such that you don't then create barriers. We have cousins who hate other cousins because they heard something about this cousin, or this cousin said this about this one, or this aunt said this about this cousin and this niece, and or this my mom said something about the sister, and you don't verify. Okay, the other complex thing that I was just thinking about the other day is, we have family members who have taken up issues that they're not theirs, who were wounded on behalf of the actual person who was wounded. Meaning, okay, what am I saying? Example is, I get an issue with, let's say, cousin B, and then because cousin A is very close to me, automatically cousin A will buy my beef, buy the emotions that I have, will partake in everything. And because cousin B did something to me, cousin A is automatically not gonna start relating with cousin B, just in case. The same thing happens when people gossip within family members. It's just like, listen, I'm calling you, it's only me who talks to you about such things. And then, yeah, you do have your confidential selection of people in your family members who, if I tell this one, I know my issue, or whatever I tell her, it's safe. Nobody is gonna go out there and start disclosing what I said, But we have other family members who have started buying beef from other people. Like, it's like a trend. It's like a chain where you are angry over somebody and you pass that anger through your generations. This has contributed to family disintegration. We have people that only relate when there's a funeral, there's sickness, there's a problem. Times of joy and celebrating, no. You keep them away. You give them a distance, because issues from long back have not been addressed. Nobody came up to say, listen, let's have this let's talk about it, me and you, the two of us. Brother, you were wrong. Do you know you did this and this and this? And you never even apologized. You never even took accountability. But you expect me to still, be in the same relating mode as I was. Family members have made serious decisions in regards to distance when it comes to certain family members because of not addressing certain issues, which has created resentment. And from resentment, automatically there is distance. The next thing you start hearing that, yeah, I do have a brother somewhere, but a year can go by without him visiting me. He stays 2 streets down the line or 3 streets down the line. Things like that do happen. Or you actually have friends who become more like family members because a friend is more trusted and a friend sticks closer than your brother. So if you want to make a change, yes, be the first person. If you're listening to me, be the first person to say, Hope, you hurt me. Especially the elderly people. I wanna talk to the elderly people, the aunts and the uncles, the brothers, the bigger sisters. If you have an issue with the younger one, it's not maturity for you to just keep quiet and be building resentment. If you need to talk about it and iron it out, you do it. It's healthy. It's very healthy. Communication builds relationships, and also communication can also kill it. It can create the same resistance. So yeah, maturity does say, sometimes you just have to keep quiet about certain things. But I've seen family members who've had issues, serious issues of concern with other family members, and they just let the issue unaddressed, And later on, you just realize that thing, the fact that there was no ground to liaise and reason together, it has built a lot of resentment over the years. And so is not really close with so, but you have the comfort of saying, but we're still family. Even if we don't talk every day, we're still family. Even if we don't do this, we're still family. I don't know what you guys think, but please do comment down below and let me know what you think. Because I feel like this is one of the major issues that we have now. The fact that certain issues exist within family members, people are hurt, somebody is bruised, somebody is wounded, but nobody is prepared to have that conversation. No one is prepared to say, let's sit down and address this issue. You were wrong. People are not keen to call out those who do wrong within family members. Maybe it's how the love is spread, but I feel like some of those issues have been laid down too long, such that it affects the growth of the family, and you have a lot of families which are disintegrating. Something is coming to my mind as I'm speaking now, that nobody is perfect. I can wrong my sister, I can wrong my cousin, right? And yeah, things do happen in that moment. If I feel like I don't feel like I have to talk to her, I can do that for a certain period of time until I'm healed, until I'm fine. But there should be an opportunity and an intentional meeting that should be set up for people to discuss what happened and how one was hurt, how one was broken, and what can they do to move on and amend their relationships. I mean, it's normal. As family members, we fight, we cry, we backbite each other, we do this, but the love is still there. The fact that I'm family, you are family, we still have that bond. But the richer the relationships, the richer the friendships within family, it also comes with communicating. If you cultivate a culture of communicating and calling each other out and addressing each other out, not this thing of just creating distance, I feel like, it could be one thing that would preserve families. I know some people have resorted to saying, listen, it's my immediate family that I'm concerned about, meaning it's your wife, your child, and if it's your husband, your immediate family. Why? Because, of course, you have differences with other people. Nobody does not have any difference with anybody. A lot of people, everybody has a difference with somebody. But the fact that if there's a culture of communicating, especially when one is wronged, that preserves family. It preserves family. You will not have estranged cousins. Like somebody who's supposed to be a close cousin automatically becomes estranged because there were issues that were lying down and nobody decided to talk about it. So I would like to know what you think and your contribution. Anyways, thank you for joining Hopeful Stories, and I'll see you guys in the next where we'll just be talking. I will just be talking. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Let me know what you think down below. Let me know. Comment.